y'all, I'm Jeanette Keynes from Jewelry Arts Inc. In this video, I'm going to show you how to granulate 22 karat gold. One of my very favorite activities. Yes, I have to granulate. I say that as though it is a terrible chore instead of the most fun thing ever with my big fat torch. So I laid these out already. I fused, I made my bezels for my mandarin garnets, which I'll show you those later. This is these big fancy earrings I'm making, because everything should be fancy in my world. I fused down the wires and enriched everything. And basically I laid out my granules with water and used a little bit of G glue. They've been sitting there drying. I've got a nice hot kiln. The table is set. Okay, and remember when you're picking things up, even though this is glued, you don't look away. You don't take a phone call, nothing. See that? You set it down. And then you see the glue gets a little dark and burns away. I'm just gonna let it sit there for a sec to let the glue burn off and spark off my nice big tip like this. I'm gonna use a 1 tip. And when you granulate, what you're trying to do is give it a big bath of hotness. So I use a big tip, but like soft and poofy. I've got my little overhead light turned off because basically the darker it is, the easier you can see everything. And you use the lid to cast a shadow. I've got my elbow up in the air. And I'm going to start making tight circles and building up the heat. And you'll notice the haze on the back sheet as it gets hotter starts to disappear. Because what we're looking for is to see like the haze all goes away. And as it gets hotter, you're going to see wherever the granules are in contact with the back sheet, it's going to get like a really bright orange, like a marigold orange. And that's what tells me like, okay, cool, we're hot enough to get in there. And you see how you see that little flash on the back sheet? See that? And that. And that. Okay, I think that's done. When you're granulating, because I know you're all waltzing at home constantly, it's like a count of 1, 2, 3. It's a waltz. You work a little area, you see the shine, and it's 1, 2, 3, and then on to the next section. Because if you sit on the area with a torch, when it's at that fusing temperature for longer than about a count of 3, it will then start to create one large granule, i.e. So keep that in mind, you know, that's why like I do it and I'm working section, and around. Okay, I'm gonna take it out, I'm gonna let it cool. I got one more to do, so you're gonna get to see me do it again. And you know what's gonna be different about this one? Nothing. It's a trick question. Sort of poofy. And the thing of it is, people are always like, well, how poofy? The thing of it is, soft and poofy, you know, not, if you hear a hiss, that's too hard. But if you're like so low that you can't aim the flame, you have to turn it up a little bit. That's how you kind of know, you know, what range to be in. Tiny bit more than that, like that, okay? And the only thing that's significant about the haze disappearing, it's just like an indicator of a stage. You know, if you see a hazy back sheet, you're not hot enough to granulate yet. So you see the haze disappears. And then the more I heat, those connection spots start to look brighter and brighter. See that? Beautiful. And then you see that little flash you get on the back sheet? Like so. And you see how I just work my way through, section at a time. Gorgeous. Looks done to me. We'll let them cool and pickle, and then we'll do a little close-up. But okay, so just to show you a close-up, you can see all the cute little connections, like so, like so. Basically, each granule has a little neck of metal between it and the back sheet, which is what we're going for. Like so. So basically now I need to decide if there's going to be more granules or what else is happening, but the first row is all down and successful. See So you see that? You can see the connections going all the way around. Mwah.